Rashad, why you
Anyways.
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Oh yeah. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. I hope everybody had a good day. All of the good things, man. It's a new month. It's the first of the month. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Always good when the first of the month comes on a Monday. And this time, of course, comes with a holiday. Happy Labor Day to all those who observe. Get you a day's of rest. Shouts out to all the Americans watching this. Shouts out to all my international people watching this as well. And let me see. Okay, for sure. I had to look at that first. Yeah, man, let's get into it. First things first. We gotta say this, man. We have to say this. First things first. Hold on, let me close this out and then reopen it. We gotta say happy birthday to the one, to the only Zernona Clayton. Shout out to Zernona Clayton. Hold on. Let me share this. Yes, sir. Happy birthday to Zernona Clayton. Zernona Clayton has turned 95. I'm so sorry. I got I got sidetracked. I've actually interviewed and asked Zernona Clayton a question, which is so crazy, like, because she's still moving, she's still talking and everything like that. And it's so amazing to think like a lot of these civil rights leaders and icons and things of that sort still talk and, I don't know, live among us, how young they are. Hold on, let me see. How old? Like Emmett Till is just 1 year older than Joe Biden. MLK is literally 1 year older than Zernona Clayton, who's still standing and walking on her own and things of that sort. Look at this, man. She's got her statue in Atlanta. She was like, I think the first woman to have a statue in the city of Atlanta and things of that sort. I remember that story a couple years ago. And then she had her documentary come out, and that's where I interviewed her, was for a thing with her documentary. And then, you know, one of my coworkers, shouts out to Aquacelli, your industry bestie. She did the interview with her and stuff like that. The full sit down one-on-one. What up, SSB? What's happening, man? But yeah, shouts out to Zernona Clayton. Happy birthday, 95th birthday. Without further ado, here's the story from the Atlanta Voice. Shouts out to the Atlanta Voice. Shouts out to Wes Blankenship, as always, for sure. My dog, WSB TV, real Atlanta legend. This was written by Noah Washington. Art installation honors civil rights pioneer Zernona Clayton on her 95th birthday. Here we go. On Thursday, August 28th, the city of Atlanta celebrated its 95th birthday of civil rights trailblazer Zernona Clayton, with the evening surrounded by hundreds of friends and supporters. A public art installation unveiling in honor at Hardy Ivy Park in downtown Atlanta. Clayton, born on August 30th, 1930, Lees, in Muskogee, Oklahoma, worked closely with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement as a member of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He was honored with Legacy in Bloom, an evening celebration featuring nature-inspired art installations by 3 Atlanta artists. The event held from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Hardy Ivy Park at West Peachtree Street showcase works by artists Chloe Alexander, Grace Kisa, Seima Hussein, each interpreting Clayton's remarkable legacy through different artistic mediums. Artist Grace Kisa spent 30 days creating variation, quote unquote, on a dream, end quote, the 2-piece installation featuring abstract trees connected by flowing vines. The work draws inspiration from Clayton's former talk show Variations and represents cross-pollination and ideas in community building, quote unquote. So you need a male tree and a female tree. The vines that are going through is that the energy that's transmitted, Kisa explained. And then the trumpet. But this is an abstract version of the trumpet flower. And for the Trumpet Awards is pollinating each other. The reference to the Trumpet Awards holds special significance as Clayton founded the awards program in 1993 with Turner Broadcasting to honor African-American accomplishments and contributions. Clayton serves as a founder, president, and CEO of the Trumpet Awards Foundation. In this space, in this garden, she is the gardener. Keisha said of Clayton's role in the nurturing civil rights progress. These are the fruit of the ideas. The installation positioned strategically around Clayton's existing statue in the park, creating what Keisha described as a conversation between artworks. It looks like she's presenting them and they're talking to each other. Keisha said she's the gardener in the center and then them on the side, pollinating. Artist Seema Hussein contributed 2 pieces that carved out different aspects of Clayton's career, highlighting her work as an executive broadcaster at Turner Broadcasting and her leadership works at the King Center and the NAACP board. One piece is positioned by the art, while another sits by the fence behind Clayton's statue. She's turning 95, and to celebrate her legacy, 2 other artists and I were trusted to create work to honor her, Hussein said. I carved out like parts of her legacy, like when she was an executive at Turner and when she was with the King Center, like just really amazing things, said Hussein. The celebration was emceed by veteran Atlanta broadcaster Fred Blankenship. Did I say Wes Blankenship? Lord have mercy. I'm thinking about the kicker. Jeez Louise. No. Wes Blankenship is the other. He's a sports broadcaster. Got it. Oh my goodness. I'm getting everybody mixed up. Fred Blankenship, though, who called Clayton, quote unquote, the link from the King Center family to her media roots to the civil rights struggle to where we are today. Fred, he did this MLK Day celebration in Cobb County. I was like a freshman in high school. I was like 14, and I went up there with my homie. Shouts out to McKenna, and we went up there. And Fred was just acting a fool, man. He was so funny, and we was just laughing at him. He was like, bro, this is a funny dude. I had no idea he was that funny, like watching the local news. You know, he's also, Fred Blankenship, WSB. And he was just like, just the silliest guy, bro. And that came out a lot in social media years later where he'd be like, come on, y'all, let's wake up. It's Tuesday, come on. And he'd be dancing through the halls of the WSB TV office. Great dude. And he gave me some advice, bro, in 2017. It's like the same day that I talked to Jay Harris, is his whole tangent. And at the game, and I was like, yeah, I turned down this job. And Jay Harris was like, no, don't do that. Ask for the job back and this and that. And he gave me $20 of gas money to drive out there on Monday. Fred Blankenship, I told him the same story at the same game. And he was like, no, you're right. He trusted me the whole time. Shout out to Fred Blankenship, my dog, for sure. Anyways, I feel blessed to have the opportunity to talk to a living legend like Sernona Clayton. Blankenship said she is the link, and to have her be able to tell her stories of yesterday and make them relevant today ain't nothing like it. Blankenship reflected on the unique opportunity to learn from historic figures, quote unquote. I have the ability to trace my steps back through history. Who can say that? We live in a place where we have our Sernona Claytons, we have our Andrew Youngs. It's such an honor to be able to still be able to pull from these legends. 100%. Andrew Young, friend of the channel. It's crazy. Both of them still here and kicking in their 90s, man. Still speaking with clear diction, everything, man. It's a blessing for sure. Top-notch linguistic skills. I think that comes from years of reading too, bro. Years of reading just kept their mind sharp. And it's such an honor to be able to still be able to pull from these legends. During the event, Clayton shared a personal story about her experiencing racial discrimination with Dr. King at an Atlanta hotel in the 1960s. She recalled how they were denied service despite Dr. King's efforts to impress guests from New York with a nice dinner. Dr. King said, do you think it's a problem here? And I said, well, I have no idea because I knew I had done my job, Clayton remembered. When they called the general manager, he responded dismissively saying, you colored people anyway, trying to break into our operations. The group was forced to leave, walking out into the corner where the Hyatt was under construction. Dr. King said, well, I guess we'll have to count on that to treat us decently because none of these places would, Clayton recalled. And he said, maybe we can get them to treat us right, treat us like citizens, take our money and treat us right. Clayton noted that the Southern Christian Leadership Conference became one of the highest for its operations. Quote unquote, they treated us with respect that day, and they're treating us with respect ever since. The evening featured live music from Melvin Miller and Kathleen Bertrand, poetry by Hank Stewart, a DJ set by Set the Saint, and refreshments including ice pops for attendees. The free public event was designed to be accessible to the entire Atlanta community in honor of Clayton's lifelong commitment to bringing people together through racial and social divides. And as artists like Keisha hope visitors will understand the installation is more than just about the art. It is about the community building and the power of ideas. Kisa said she wants the people to think deeply about Clayton's approach to creating change and fostering connections. Kisa emphasized that the garden metaphor extends beyond her own work to encompass all the installations. She described how the artist's works complement each other, with peace serving as an entrance from one end of the park, while other installations guide visitors through different pathways, ultimately leading Clayton's statue as the centerpiece of the artistic conversation. Quote unquote, I can't dictate what it is that people feel, but I want them to at least be drawn to what this is, Kisa said, noting that she included a statement at the base of her installation explaining the piece. And there it is. Shouts out to the Atlanta Boys for sure, man. For sure. 95, bro. Look at this. They're talking about the Zernona Clayton Foundation joins New Birth on her 91st. You know, New Birth, they do the Kingdom's Kitchen. Terry Sharpshire. Uh-oh. That's my former coworker. That's why I said but they do the Kingdom's Kitchen where they where they pack food and give food to the needy, everything like that. And they did a lot, especially during the look at this 90th birthday. Crazy, boy. Crazy, man. Martell Sharp, that's my dog as well. Shouts out to all the homies. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Da. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Nah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, gang. Look at this, bro. This is Zernona Clayton with Martin Luther King Jr. All right, so you see that. This is Zernona Clayton with Barack Obama. She looked the same, gang. What the heck? She looked the exact same with Martin Luther King and Barack Obama, same lifetime. Are you serious? That's crazy. What's happening with Lil Woody? No. He not going. What he just got a they say he just got a concussion. He just got some head stuff he dealing with. That's it. He good. Or yeah, I wouldn't say he's good. He's in stable condition, but he's living. They said he fell off his bike during the accident. Cause Woody got arrested for like speeding and like racing, like street racing and stuff like that. Maybe like a month ago before all of this stuff came out. So that's just something he does, but he gotta stop that. The video did look crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Cause he's just unconscious, but I think he's good. Everybody else said he's good. So we'll probably see in the morning, you know what I'm saying, in a few hours, but I think he's good. I think he just suffered a brain injury. Yeah. All right. Next up, we keeping it with the legends, man. Angela Davis, bro. Angela Davis was at the Golden State Valkyries game tonight, bro. This is crazy. This is so wild, bro. Like I said, it's like the icons and the people who are like civil rights leaders and this and that are still living. Like Emmett Till is 1 year older than Joe Biden. I know I just said that, but that's like, what? You're like, you would think this stuff was so far away, bro. Like when people are like, oh, racism, just that. Like it's literally one generation away, bro. It's literally like grandparents' age, great grandparents' age, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. So there it is. Angela Davis at the Golden State Valkyries game, receiving her flowers. And always, we want to honor our legends and people like that for sure. Angela Davis is 81, man. She turned 81 in January. And here's a little salute to her. Happy 81st birthday to the legendary activist, Marxist, scholar, and author Angela Davis. In 1970, she was placed on the FBI top 10 most wanted list on false charges. And if you remember with Angela Davis, a lot of people were criticizing her last year. And it was like, dang, did she do something wrong? Did she, like, what happened with Angela Davis? Like, you thought she did something wrong. She didn't do anything. She endorsed Kamala Harris to be the next president of the United States. And I guess since Kamala Harris is obviously a Democrat and a liberal, you know, people are like, I thought you built your whole platform and your whole life on being like against the system. I'm like, dang, that's the worst thing you could do. That's how you know you lived a good life. But the worst thing you could do is endorse a political candidate who's gonna win anyway. And here's some Angela Davis sound. Of course, I'm gonna scroll down for the sake of copyright, but you see how she looks in the video, and then I'm gonna play it. All right.
The revolutionary wants to change the nature of society in a way to promote a world where the needs and interests of the people are responded to. A revolutionary realizes, however, that in order to create a world where human beings can live and love and be healthy and create, you have to completely revolutionize the entire fabric of society. You have to overturn the economic structure where you have a few individuals who are in possession of the vast majority of the wealth in this country that's been produced by the majority of the people, and you have to destroy this political apparatus which, under the guise of revolutionary government, perpetrates the most incredible misery on the masses of people.
All right, I see why people are upset now. I see why people are upset now, but still shout out to Angela Davis, bro. Still shout out to Angela Davis, man. And thank you for coming out to the Golden State Valkyries game and things of that sort. I don't know if she still teaches out there in California. If she just, I love to interview, like to know that Angela Davis is still kicking and everything like that, 81 and standing up and, you know what I'm saying, doing the little drum at the game. I love to interview Angela Davis, bro. I remember I wanted to interview Ruby Bridges like a couple years ago. And it's like, you got to pay Ruby Bridges to interview her. And y'all know I don't pay for interviews. I love to do it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah. Yeah. We'll see though. But shouts out to Angela Davis for sure. Is this it? Was that it with Angela Davis? Yeah. All right, next. Fifth Harmony has reunited with the Jonas Brothers. No. Fifth Harmony reunited at a Jonas Brothers concert in Dallas. Shouts out to Pink Panthers on this Rolling Stone interview, by the way. Should have been a friend of the channel, but she didn't want to speak on camera. She's still cool though. She still took a picture of everything like that, spoke to me off camera. Fifth Harmony, they reunite after 7 years during Jonas Brothers concert. They tweeted something tonight, and it was like, what the heck? They was like, Fifth Harmony follow Fridays or something like that, or follow Fifth Harmony train or something like that. And it's the first time they tweeted in 7 years. I was like, bro, they must be bored. And then a couple hours later, them jokers came out at the dang. Oh no, then they followed. They refollowed like Camilla or Lauren or something like that. One of them. And lo and behold, they came out for a reunion at the Jonas Brother concert, bro. So I don't know. It's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this ain't really my lane of music, as y'all know. However, I do kind of recognize their cultural significance in the pop culture and things of that sort. Like, it's like One Direction. Like, rest in peace to Buddy from One Direction. Liam Payne. Liam Payne was the right one, right? I don't want to say the wrong one. And, you know, yeah, Liam Payne. Yeah, rest in peace to Liam Payne. But, you know, I recognize that One Direction was like the biggest boy band at that time. And the biggest girl band was, or girl group was Fifth Harmony. Jonas Brothers, obviously, y'all know they were for like a lot of our childhoods and stuff like that. Normani, Ali Brooke, Dina Jane, and Lauren Georgie. See, that's how you know how I don't know for real. Hit the stage in Dallas for the first time since their 2018 indefinite hiatus. This is by Domas Mir. All right, Fifth Harmony are back on Sunday night. Bro, what the heck? This whole thing just, man, okay, look. All right, hold on. Let me log in real quick. I pulled this up on my phone. That's why I'm like surprised that this is saying to do this. All right. Is this me? Do I have an account? I think I do. I don't. Let me see. I don't think I have an account. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right, hold on. Give me a second. I literally just pulled up the story on my phone. That's why I'm like so shocked that this is doing this with the little logged in wall right now. Is it working? All right, let me see. I think this will be it right here. All right, we got it. Boom. All right, Fifth Harmony are back. On Sunday night, the iconic girl group reunited after 7 years to join the Jonas Brothers on stage during their concert in Dallas. Normani, Ali Brooke, Dina, and Lauren in matching black outfits emerged from behind the smoke to the tune of Worth It. Baby, I'm gonna for a choreography filled comeback. The girls then transitioned into work from home as the crowd watched in surprise. Nick, Kevin, and Joe Jonas then took the stage to hug each of the group members. Fifth Harmony also debuted a new logo. The four-piece reunion comes 2 years after speculation that the group was considering getting back together, especially after their songs Work From Home and All in My Head saw huge resurgences on TikTok. Rolling Stone shut down reunion rumors last year, but there has since been new speculation. Fifth Harmony is back. Camila Cabello, who left the group in 2016, was missing from Sunday's. Oh, she left from Sunday's night's performance. She wouldn't have been able to attend regardless. She had a solo show in Sydney, Australia on Saturday evening. Earlier in the day, the Fifth Harmony X account. Oh, yeah, you made it. Fifth Harmony follow spree. Jane also shared an Instagram post alluding to a return. The impossible is possible. Full of gratitude today. The group's website was also updated to say coming soon. Oh, wow. Most recently, Brooke, Jane, and Lauren shared photos of themselves on a tropical vacation to celebrate Brooke's 32nd birthday. Lauren later shared that Normani was busy with work and had to miss the trip. Oh, so they're going to be back without Camila Cabello. No. Hold on. I need to see this joint. You just can't get away from Thug News, huh? Camila Cabello. Is that her name? I think it is. Camila Cabello having to go to rehab for being racist is genuinely funny. Camila Cabello having the time of her life. Has been solo so long, I actually completely and utterly forgot she was a part of Fifth Harmony. What? Like, how did they cease to exist in my brain? Yeah, you tweaking. I ain't gonna lie. I know that. All right, so this must not be how you spell her name. How you spell her name? How you spell Camila Cabello name? Oh, it's only one L? Okay, it's only one L. Camila Cabello. Oh, they started following her again. Okay, so there it is. They started following her again. I thought I saw something like that. While Sunday's show was the first time all members were reunited during their indefinite hiatus in 2018, Brooke joined Jane on stage in a November 2024 show in Los Angeles to sing Fifth Harmony's Better Together. The pair recorded a Christmas duet. Quote unquote, we hadn't seen each other in 5 years, and it was like we didn't even ever leave, Brooke told Rolling Stone in December 2023 when discussing their holiday collab. Quote unquote, music is very healing, Jane added at the time. Quote, collaborating again and starting from scratch would be a very bigger healer as well. This planted the seed for us, I would say. The members of Fifth Harmony have all been friendly with each other over the years. All of the group members, including Cabello, shared tributes of their 10th anniversary of the group's formation in 2022 and came together to congratulate Normani for dropping her debut album last summer. Most recently, Cabello shared videos of herself dancing to Fifth Harmony's Work From Home with the girl group Cat's Eye and said in December 2024 that she and Armani were, quote unquote, getting back to the feelings when they were, quote unquote, really close. Fifth Harmony originally formed in 2012 on X Factor USA. The girl group dropped their debut album Reflection in 2015, featuring songs like Worth It and Sledgehammer, and released her second LP 727 following the massive success from Work From Home in 2016. At the end of the same year, Cabello left the group. Oh, she left in 2016. Dang. As a four-piece, Fifth Harmony went on to release one more album titled Fifth Harmony. Then they announced an indefinite hiatus in 2018 and gave fans a split video for their song Don't Say You Love Me, which ended with each member exiting with the door left open, alluding to the possibility of a return. For their part, the Jonas Brothers kicked off their tour Jonas 20. Jonas 20? Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. It can't be 20 years since the first. I feel like year 3000 was the first Jonas Brothers song, right? Like the first big Jonas Brothers song. Oh my goodness, which was just a cover. When I found that out, I was like, what the heck? It was 2006. That ain't no 20 years. They just rushing to say 20. I seen that video. Y'all seen that video of Trippie Redd saying, y'all wasn't outside in 2017, huh? With X, y'all wasn't outside with Polari, and they were saying all these like SoundCloud artists. It was like, it was different, bro. That was 8 years ago. Like y'all rushing so much to be older than what y'all actually are is crazy. But yeah, Jonas Brothers. I feel like year 3000 was their first big hit, and that was 2006. So just 19 years. Y'all rushing to make a 20-year anniversary. Ain't no 20 years. It's not 20 years. I don't know. I nitpick on stuff like that. Because it's like you're rushing to be older than what you are. Now, Rihanna, that's 20 years. Because she had you remember when she had the joint, the Ponder Replay? Ponder Replay, what year is that? That might be 2005. Ponder Replay. Ponder Replay got to be 2005. It's 2005. Chris Brown, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. That's 2005. Chris Brown, 20 years. Rihanna, 20 years. Jonas Brothers, 19 years. Just is what it is. This is what it is. Anyways, greetings from your hometown tour on August 10th in New Jersey, and I brought out special guests in each town. During the August 10th concert in New Jersey, the band brought out Demi Lovato for a Camp Rock reunion. Dang, nah. Man, look, let me see the dates for this dang tour, bro. They done brought out Demi Lovato. They done brought out Paul McCartney. Man, nah, twin. Let me, bro. See, people get to talk. I was just thinking about Jonas Brothers, bro, the other day. I don't know if I shared this in a post on my YouTube, but I know I was thinking about it. Love Bug. I wanted to share Love Bug and be like, this is my favorite Jonas Brothers song. Because that's like a really good song. I'm not going to lie to you. Jonas Brothers tour. These folks, they going to Cali. Let me see the dates. Let me see. Vancouver, Toronto. Oh, they ain't going to no black cities. They ain't going to no black cities. Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's the closest one that they have to a black city. Is St. Louis. If you see me and you trying to say what's up, dang. Inglewood. They playing at the Clippers Arena. Shout out to Tulsa. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I rock with Tulsa. Like it's a cool little town, bro. It's a cool town. And they welcome all-time low JoJo, Hanson, and Russell Dickerson as guests at various shows. Sunday night's performance, which featured the Fifth Harmony reunion, is one of 5 Jonas 20 concerts that will stream on Samsung TV Plus. The band's concert on October 12th in Milwaukee, October 26th in Orlando, and November 9th in Buffalo will also stream on the platform. There you have it. Dang, I want to see this. Man, I'm about to watch these videos when I get, man. I'm about to watch these videos. See this Demi Lovato reunion. All right, NBA YoungBoy. YoungBoy never broke again. It's his official name. It's no longer NBA YoungBoy. Like legally speaking. I used to get in trouble for writing that all the time on my last job. And the B is capitalizing Young Boy. It's Young Boy, capital B, never broke again. You got to spell it out. Donates $50,000 to Dallas nonprofits to kick off Make America Slime Again tour. This is written by Bryson Boone Paul. Bryson, you got to know. NBA YoungBoy's anticipated Make America Slime Again tour features Offset, No Cap, D Baby, and Mellow Racks. After putting money in the streets of New Orleans last week, NBA YoungBoy continues to give money back to local community ahead of the kickoff of his anticipated Make America Slime Again tour. On Monday night, September 1st, in Dallas, the Baton Rouge native begins his. Hold on, I gotta pause this. His highly anticipated massive tour with 3 sold-out shows at the American Airlines Arena. Yet before taking the stage, he already has invested in the city through philanthropy. The 24-year-old rapper donated $50,000 to 2 Dallas-based nonprofits dedicated to peace, justice, and community transformation. Half went to Manifest Freedom, the organization founded by attorney Brittany K. Barnett. Her nonprofit supports entrepreneurs and creatives who have been impacted by incarceration, giving them pathways to stability and success. The group has assisted figures like the Sotelo brothers, Fort Worth natives granted clemency by President Donald Trump, who now run their family-owned restaurant, Tia's on the Bluff. The other $25,000 was given to Urban Specialists, a national nonprofit committed to reducing violence, training leaders, and creating safer neighborhoods. The group has established itself as a trusted presence in Dallas and beyond, working directly with individuals most affected by systemic inequities and cycles of crime. And of course, NBA YoungBoy or YoungBoy Never Broke Again. The thing with him, like, he has to understand, like, with his platform, which I think he understands. And I remember he was saying stop the violence a couple years ago and things like that. Like, his voice is more important than even the money that he's put into these organizations. Because you can have organizations going and doing out the work in the community and speaking to these kids. As long as NBA YoungBoy or YoungBoy Never Broke Again, it's the biggest artist, right? And is speaking about these things in his songs, and his song where he's talking about that remain to be his most popular, and he performs them and things of that sort. The kids will never change. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's gonna be the same. Because they're gonna be like, yeah, whatever you talking about, back to this young boy. It just is what it is. All right, let me see. For Young Boy, the donation sparked more than just a symbolic gesture. They reflect the desire to use this platform for tangible change, quote unquote. I just want to start this tour on something real. He said, this is bigger than music. It's about peace, growth, and giving people a real chance to change their lives. Also, it's a tax break. And it makes me look good with my PR. I'm joking. He's all probation. The 2025 Master Tour represents a turning point in his career. While he has long dominated the streaming charts, YoungBoy rarely embarked on a nationwide run of shows because he's been on house arrest. Like, he was big, and then he got bigger than ever, and COVID happened, and then he was on the house arrest. It's trash. This tour expands his reach to arenas across the country, pairing artistic visibility with community engagement. Both Manifest Freedom and Urban Specialists plan to direct contributions toward youth programs, family support, and initiatives designed to disrupt incarceration cycles. Their work has earned national recognition for reshaping narratives around justice and empowerment in underserved communities. By linking his first tour stop to grassroots philanthropy, YoungBoy signals a shift and focus towards legacy and impact. In an industry often defined by numbers, his decision reframes success. His Dallas AV now stands as both a concert and a statement position in hip hop. What is this? Is this an article or a press release? His Dallas AV now stands as both a concert and a statement position in hip hop as a force for change. How are we gonna hit? Come on, man. Like, no, social change in hip hop looks like rapping about it in your music. Lil Tony changed his whole message. That's what looking like social change is. You know what I'm saying? That's social change, bro. What D1? That's not hip hop. That hypocritical hop. Come on, man. And D1 about to start his tour. D1, I probably won't be able to make it to your show because it's football season. However, you know, I'm in full support, things of that sort. And yeah, man, I just wanted to say that, brother. And nothing personal. It's just when shows are on the weekends in the fall, it's over with for me. He coming to Atlanta, the 7th, DC, the 11th. He's ending in New Orleans at the end of the month, the 27th. But it's a Saturday and it's a Sunday. Both of those are the weekends. I wish he was doing it like on Thursday. Be able to go. But shouts out to D1. Y'all make sure y'all go to the That Ain't Hip Hop, That's Hypocritical Hop tour for sure. Y'all support the friend of the channel. All right. Let's go. Next thing. This one was a one for me. Chris Brown brings out Bow Wow at a stage to do the only thing that picks me up when I'm feeling down. I don't know about you, but I keep mines around. And you could look around the world, you can never find.
Search around the world, you will never find
another shot at like mine. Shot at like mine. Like mine. I'm fake for throwing up OVO. Anyways. Yeah. So Chris Brown did his night 2 of Breezy Bowl in Atlanta, and he brought out Bow Wow. This was after people were like kind of joking that Chris Brown didn't post Bow Wow's new song with Chris Brown earlier this year when he was on the Millennial Tour. It was a good song. It was a decent song too, by the way. They're like, why didn't Chris Brown post this song once? But I think Chris Brown did something real here and bringing Bow Wow out in the stadium and giving Bow Wow the chance during his career to perform in the stadium, bro, which was Truist Park, of course, in the Battery in Cobb County. Mob County. In Atlanta, Georgia. It's still Atlanta city limits. It's just in Cobb County. So with that being said, man, this is a difficult one for me because I was happy and excited to see like Bow Wow and a stadium presence and everything. And I appreciate like Chris Brown for celebrating and recognizing him like that. And with Chris, I'm always conflicted because it's like, you got to think, bro. Like I talked about seeing Bow Wow for the first time in my life perform a couple months ago on the channel. Like I got back from the show and I was so hyped I got on stream. I talked about it for 20 minutes, bro, of how like Bow Wow was my first favorite artist. He was my first album, you know, the Beware of Dog. It was a cassette tape. I got it from you know, I'm saying the album store and things of that sort back in the day. I think it was Best Buy. It wasn't even like a crazy, but yeah, I got a cassette tape of Beware of Dog. And you know, like, so it just meant a lot to me, bro, you know, coming up from like Mike, everything like that. I was, you know, all on the Bow Wow music and stuff like that. Like he was my first favorite rapper. And to see him live, bro, I felt like a kid. I felt like I was 7 years old. I've been like, hair nappy, but I got a pocket full of dough. Like I was going, bow, 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 yippee, yo, yippee. You know, doing a Harlem Shake, everything, man. I was going stupid, boy. From the that used to be my outro on the channel too, by the way. I'm the hottest thing around, and like the net. Shouts out to Jermaine Dupri, JD. The reason why I say I'm conflicted because in that same video, I also did like this whole thing on like, dang, like where did we draw the line with artists and stuff like that? Because Trey Songz was obviously added to the Millennial Tour, and he was like the closer. And I sat down the entire Trey Songz set, and I sat down for a majority of the Rick Ross set. I was still rapping some of the songs because, you know, I'm just a huge rap fan. So I think he did like Devil in a New Dress too. And I was like, oh man, like I had to rap that. But with all of this being said, bro, you know, I was sitting for Trey Songz and I'm like, bro, like regardless of how much these songs are banging, like they're hits, like Trey Songz was doing hits. I was just like, I can't stand for that, bro. Like his allegations is too wild from multiple women over the years. And I was like, I just can't stand for that. That just ain't right. So now fast forward to the Breezy Bowl. You know, Don Staley showed up to the show. She hugged him, everything like that. And it's just difficult because it's like, I get it. Chris Brown been putting out hits, and he's one of the more talented people ever for 20 years. It's literally like Mike is up here, Usher's here, and Chris Brown is like here. It ain't that far from them three, bro. And obviously Chris Brown is not Mike. And I don't know if he can exactly be Mike, because, you know, Mike, I think the reason why Mike was so big is because he also never cussed in his songs. Like, that's a very underrated part. But at the same time, it's still like Chris Brown is Chris Brown, bro. So you have to salute it and everything like that. It's difficult, bro. It's difficult because it's like, while I rock with Chris Brown, everything like, yo, what's happening, Big Nate? I rock with Chris Brown, everything like that. It's like, if I'm gonna go this hard on Trey songs, if I'm gonna go this hard on, you know, you can name them like the R. Kellys of the world, and, you know, other artists and stuff like that, and I go hard on the Drakes and stuff. Shouldn't I? You know what I mean? Shouldn't I keep that same energy for Chris Brown? It's tough. You have to. And it's also difficult for me because, like, I rock with Seven Streeter. I rock with her, and she respects him so much, rightfully so, in her career, and, you know, in an aspect of professional life, because they've collaborated so much. She's written for him. You know, he's featured on her songs and given her boosts and always been there for her in their careers. And I rock with Seven. Like, Seven is like a real cool person, dog. Like, and she always just there. Shout out Seven Streeter. But it's like, I just be feeling conflicted, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be feeling conflicted, dude. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, how, I know some people are just gonna be like, cancel culture, like, nobody's perfect, this and that. I get it. But here, Don Staley deleted it. Dang, Don Staley deleted. She deleted her post at the Chris Brown concert. This is crazy because it wasn't deleted like 30 minutes ago before I started the stream. Unless she like already had it. You know how they let you. Here it is right here. Can you take me backstage with you next time though, please? You can tell this guy loves black women. That's funny. Someone said, oh no. Hold on, let me see if I refresh it. She didn't delete it. It's right here. Don Staley right here with Chris Brown. But yeah. It's just it's difficult. It's just a difficult thing. Oh, and the lawmaker from South Carolina. Shouts out to bro. It's a difficult thing. Bakari Sellers. I don't know, man. It's difficult for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all let me know in the comments. Because it's so many elements to it. It's also an element of like, I mind my business. What he does outside of his job ain't none of my business. But at the same time, it's like, we've made it our business with other artists. So, like, where do you draw the line? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's something for sure. Let me see the comments. This young got 100 comments, bro. Dom, we love you, but hanging out with the cereal is a bit sketchy. I don't know how you people are genuinely shocked over this. She's buddy with Dolores. Oh, how Dolores get in it? Is that enough to strike a pattern recognition? Oh no, oh my gosh. They're miserable in the comments, Lord. To be so for real, Goofy. CB got to pull up to Columbia, South Carolina. List on the next one. Don, come on. Bakari Sellers really that tall, huh? Don, delete this. Oh no, Don, it's never the ones you expect. Sad face. Oh. Yo, WTF. Hey, so not cool. That's on brand. I've been searching highs and lows. This is so disappointing, Don. So disappointing. So someone like texting me about this, right? And I was just like, dang, people really, you know what I'm saying, are on this about Chris Brown. Because a lot of times it just be feeling like it's just on the internet, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. It just be feeling like it's on the internet. Like Chris Brown and regular, like they never stop playing Chris Brown in the club. You know, like other artists, Like they stopped playing R. Kelly for the most part in the club. You still hear R. Kelly every now and again. Like you won't hear mentions of these people and stuff. They still play Trey songs. Hey girl, it's your birthday. Say yeah. Like they still play that. But like Chris Brown, they still play, bro. Like I think the most. Like it's the most like non-problematic thing like outside. Out of all of the problematic people. I don't know. I was kind of surprised by this. I was kind of surprised by the reaction. I ain't gonna hold you. But like I get it. And I'm just like, I feel conflicted about it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know some people will be like, there's nothing to be conflicted about it. Forget Chris Brown. Those people that like never liked Chris Brown to begin with. And then it's gonna be some people who love Chris Brown. It's like the music you like. Separate their job from them. Like nobody talks about your flaws. You're not perfect. It's just weird. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's not a simple thing. Okay. This streamer, he decided to end a racist hater's career. So I'm gonna take the time to not speak about a racist, but I'm gonna take this time to speak about me going off on a commenter today. It was like he just caught my wrath because I just got off a 45-minute like positive discussion about like improving the community and giving light to a case that needed to be given light to with, you know, justice for Jimmy Atchison, things of that sort. This man live right now. Let me see his live.
The voice, because I found the glasses. So when I start gaming, I'm gonna do the voice. All right. Large fry, no salt. Have you lost your mind?
All right. So yeah. Anyways, he's a streamer. And so he went off. This thing, it uses the Meet the Grams instrumental, so I can't play it. But he was pretty much just like, yo, you're a racist dude. You commented in my section. I found out that you work for the Navy. I'm gonna get you kicked out the Navy. And I found out which boat you work on. And I know which town in Texas you're from. And I know about your 2-year-old daughter. And he's like, I know which church you go to. I was like, dang. And he's like, we're going to get you fired. I was like, dang, that's crazy. And I'm going to tell your black coworkers how you feel. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. But anyways, let me see.
You burned my house to the ground.
This is how I feel about everyone saying I'm going too far because he has a family.
Family's dead. What do I do?
Wow. Okay, I've gotten like 30,000 followers in a day after posting that video. And I want to talk about the most common things people have said about it. This is the list of things people have been saying, right? I'm going to go through each one of them. First of all, it's dark in here because I have a headache. I'm not turning on a light. And second, before I start, just please subscribe to my YouTube channel because that channel is the reason why I started a TikTok page. That's what I do. I play video games. I open Pokemon cards. I react to music. I'm really a chill guy, okay? Anyone who said like the event never happened in the first place, he's on that video is on my account already of him saying all that stuff. You just got to scroll down a little bit. To people who are asking for updates, it's a holiday weekend, guys. It's actually not a quick process what I'm trying to do. So there won't be updates for a while regardless. To people who've been asking me to drop his @ or his username, no, because his account is about to get deleted. It won't matter. Ooh. But also, if thousands and thousands of people go over and start harassing him, that's not going to help what I'm trying to do. Because you have to remember, this is more than just a thing that's happening online. It's actually much more something that's happening in real life, and that's more important. A lot of people have been asking, how did I find all this information? Okay, so he came into my live. He said slurs. I ended the live. I looked at my analytics. It showed me who the guest was. I looked at his account. He had a few videos on there. He had a SoundCloud link. I went to the SoundCloud link and had his legal name. I looked up his legal name, pulled up a YouTube channel. I looked at the YouTube channel, and there he is in uniform talking about how much he loves being in the Navy, right? I look up his name on Facebook. Now I know his whole family. I look at the accounts of people that he serves with. I cross-reference the photos that he's posted, the photos that they posted, and now I know which shit he serves on. And then I just go from there. To people who have been saying, like, show his face, I'm not going to do that because if it were a situation where someone were threatening me with physical violence, then I probably would. But we're not at that point. And again, it's just not necessary to do. Now let's talk about the people who are saying like I'm overreacting. I don't care. I mean, I'm not, but even if you think I am, I don't care. Well, a lot of people are saying like this is too harsh because he has a daughter. His daughter is too far, right? I don't care. I saw one person say like, "Oh, the mom could get a job, you know, to help support the family. She has a job. She's also in the Navy." I've had a lot of people offering resources like lawyers or people who are also currently in the Navy. One of you, I looked at your location. You're exactly where he is, which is really funny. A lot of people have been saying like, "You're not tough," blah blah blah. I know. I don't. I know. Like, I'm a nice guy. And also, I don't need to be tough because the Uniform Code of Military Justice, that's tough. I've also had a lot of people who've been asking like if I could help them expose other people, and unfortunately, I can't. I'm not the expose people guy. I'm the video games and Pokemon cards guy. Like, that's what I do. That's what my content is. If you are experiencing harm or abuse or racism or anything in your life, then I want to implore you to take whatever action you can, because it's not about making these people go viral. That's why I haven't shown his face. I don't want him to go viral. I don't want him to get more and more attention. I want him to get fired. That's what matters to me. Oh, also, all the people who've been saying like we're good, right? People posting like the black guy who's going like this, like we're good. Listen, hear me well, okay? If you win the Powerball lottery, keep that same energy because we're good, right? Like we're cool. Right. Oh, actually, there's been a lot of weird people who've been saying like, "Oh, Jesus Christ never let words hurt him. Jesus Christ wouldn't do this, and he experienced way worse treatment than you." Anyway, I'm going to go back to posting the stuff that I normally post because this person is not the center of my life. I will be pursuing any avenue that makes sense to make sure that he is held accountable. Shout out to all the new followers. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, don't let disrespect slide for any reason. Wow. Okay, I've gotten like 30,000 followers in a day.
But yeah. I responded to Buddy. He was like, yeah, that little bit that you did in the video was weird. It was on the like the Kendrick joint where I was talking about the Glasses Malone thing. He said, "Buddy, you could have saved that tough guy ish. It comes off weird. Just let the clip play and shut the F up." And it even would have been cool if he would have just said, "You could have kept the tough guy part out and just let the clip." And no, he didn't even have to say let the clip play. He said, "Let the clip play and shut the F up." It's not your channel. Who is you talking to? I don't know you, bro. Like, and I'm not about to get all riled up again because it had me riled up earlier. I'm working on my anger, like, you know, everything like that. But like, just pissed me off because I just did a whole 45-minute interview on some like important stuff, important information, and you up here on this random video commenting like some stupid stuff, like talking to me any type of way. You can't talk to me. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to respect me, bro. Like, you could feel however you want, but you have to respect me. It just makes sense. But so I really resonated.
Enjoy life, bro. Go outside, get sunlight. Enjoy life.
That's funny. But yeah. Shouts out to bro, like he said. Stand up to disrespect, everything like that. And best of luck to him getting that dude fired. Okay. Mavericks fans, they pulled up on Nico Harrison. Shout out to my boy Dan for show. Dan and Rashad's show. If you know, you know, huh? We playing it back.
He wants to hear the actual problem to fix them. And I think Nico? What's up, man? Good to meet you. We all still fucking hate you. All right, good. Good talk, brother. Do better. Do better. He wants to hear the actual.
No, that's whack. That's whack. That's whack. They got him recording. He recording off to the side. They're all standing around smiling. That's whack. Boo these guys. While he's having dinner with his lady. His loser behavior, and I know Big Man thought he had his moment, but this is embarrassing. Only a dude that would eat at Twin Peaks would trade Luca. Weird stuff. This man is having dinner with his friends, and that stuff happened almost a year ago, man. And it happened a year ago. It happened like 6 months ago. Nico should get a outstanding citizen award from the city of Dallas. Nico doing fan service, the handshake, the tone of voice, the way he walked away, getting his point across. I don't know. This sits well with me. I don't normally advocate for these type of videos, but this can be exempt. It's a basketball team. What are you talking about? This can be exempt. If you don't get over it, it's a basketball team. Why is little Woody trending? Oh, man. I hope Buddy's still here. All right. I'm going to click on it. No, hold on. I'm going to go to a different tab for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, because the video is looking crazy. Boy, it's bleeding. Man, Woody good, bro. Woody's good, dude. He's in the hospital. That's what I see. So, anyways, I'm about to go back. The Woody riding with no helmet. That's just me. Little Woody riding with no helmet already wild. Like he not already bald. Hey, that's just me. These folks stupid. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Are they still not happy? The whole Dallas community is standing on business. It is a basketball team, bro. What are we talking about here, bro? Do y'all know that the Lakers lost in like 5 games in the first round? What was that? The second round they lost? Let me see. Lakers 2025 playoffs. And they got Cooper Flag, the kid that everybody was like, oh, yo, he's dude. They lost in 5 games in the first round with LeBron James. It's better than anybody else in the Dallas Mavericks. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. But geez Louise, bro, like brain dead Mavs fans don't know that the league forced Luka to trade their biggest market to the biggest market. Nico's the scapegoat. Stop being naive. Twin Peaks is actually the perfect place to talk smack to a sports GM. Anyone but Hurt Brothers needs to pull a stick out there behind. That's some low-class behavior. Of course, Nico weird self going to Twin Peaks. Grown men doing this corny stuff out of the way. Bro just respectfully ruined his night. Top tier. Ain't no respectfully. He said we also effing hate you. If anything, Nico was being respectful by turning around and acknowledging him and shaking his hand. This man climbed over a bush in the back window of a restaurant. Said, hey, are you? He said, yeah. Interrupted his dinner. Reached out to shake his hand while he's eating. Don't reach out to shake my hand while I'm eating, bro. I'm eating. I got to wash my hands again after this because you're a stranger. I don't know where your hands have been. And I'm about to put my hands on some food. What the heck? And then said, we all effing hate you. And then walked away as they were giggling and recording. It's crazy. It's a basketball team, bro. It's a basketball team, dude. Pretty disrespectful. Bad, but good at the same time. Well done. That's crazy. That's how you get knocked out. Facts. People gonna try the wrong one, bro. I promise you. People try the wrong one sometimes. It's already done happened a couple times. Y'all see it on the little fight pages on Twitter. You try the wrong one, and you're gonna find out the wrong way. Anyways, let me go to the next thing. I ain't really like that. I ain't gonna hold you. Lou Young made a skit on the 37U league.
New Year's though. I just popped the Bluetooth. Now I'm going honey pack on these. I'm horny. I am too. Long snapper, nose guard, left end, right end, tight end, deep end, cornerback, quarterback, fullback, running back. And I pay everything. I just was locked up. And I'm QB1 and I'm the leader of this shit.
Just like the white.
Shout out to YKDs, bro.
Y'all gonna have to drive home tonight. I took a Bluetooth, shot that motherfucker, and snorted it.
I be wondering how like Georgia Tech just be letting them record on the field all the time.
I love this shit too much.
You don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell?
Oh, that wham in the circle. Ran in the circle.
It's on right now before the game.
Hey, you gotta play. Come on.
They got a little bathroom right there. I can go 1, 2. I can go 5 minutes real quick.
Girl to the wham in the circle. Even
Oh no, they trying to get me out of here with this white kid.
She be acting shy. Oh, here, squad! Oh, here, squad! God, give me the strength to do what I do for these two. If it wasn't for the blue chew, she wouldn't be here. But she here now. And I love this shit, man. Hey, man. It's for you, Nutso. I love you, boy. Man, I wish you was here. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the fuck going on, stupid? Heavy goop, bitch.
Shit heavy on the goose. I just got out. I'm on mouth finna go crazy. Nigga, we not gonna play.
Man, motherfucker.
This man got on his helmet from the NFL, bro. That's a subtle flex.
How to play, bro. Double two dickle head on the stickle bang on the ickle goo. Extra goot, heavy oot on the goot song. The niggle or two, extra mumbo dooga juice. The juggle jam and the ickle bang. Fickle fee, fickle fun. Ickle oot. Goot. Ready? Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man.
Bro, you just kicked the ball,
Man,
bro.
shut your fat ass up.
Bro, fat, bro.
Man, shut your mayonnaise eating ass up, bro. You ain't doing that shit.
Shut your mayonnaise
Hey,
eating.
team, yo. What y'all doing? Yeah, man, lock the fuck up, man.
Man, lock in, bro.
Heavy good, heavy good.
This nigga ain't worth a damn. Look at daddy, look at daddy.
Man.
Come on, Sklee. Damn.
Look at Jamila. What the heck?
Baby, he
What
open.
Jamila doing?
Oh, here you go.
All
Yo.
Right.
This skit is all over the place. There's no like. What is this?
Real. When I did do it though, I was heavy squirt.
I will go. I go.
You can't even finish it. This skit is all over the place, bro. There's no continuity. This whole thing was stupid, but the end was totally unnecessary. All right. Cool. Shout out to Lou Young, man. Next. Dinner first date is a red flag from Kevin.
And this guy tweeted, any woman who brings up dinner on a first date is a red flag. And once again, I'm happy I'm out of the dating world. Social media just reminds me that God is good and marriage is for me. Secondly, I think we got to come together and agree what a red flag is. Okay, bringing up dinner on a date, a red flag, what does that even mean? I thought a red flag was like a guy who says female, a woman who says men who cry are weak, something that's an indicator of other thoughts. But dinner date is a very common date, as far as I know. But what do I know? I'm not on Hinge or Twinder. I've just been married. So maybe I should shut my married behind up. You know what I'm saying? Because I wrote a book on marriage, not on dating. So somebody asked him, if dinner's a red flag, what kind of date is okay? And he said a coffee date, drinks, or a walk. And here's my actual question. What is a date that everyone can agree is a good first date? Because I don't think there is one. He said coffee date. On TikTok for the last 2 weeks, this woman says don't take her on a coffee date, and they called her everything but a child of God. And they did not call her a child of God. So people were like, yeah, on a coffee date. And some people hate, well, don't exercise me for my first date. Dinner too expensive, dinner too cheap, $200 date, $20.
Say that about the gym. They was like, don't take me to the gym for a first date.
Let me tell you what I think is the only first date that everybody can agree is good. The Ball Brothers comedy show. If you come to the comedy show, you see people got side tooth missing and not, you see what they think is funny, that's where you got to go. The Ball Brothers comedy show is the only first date that matters. Okay, if you don't want to do that, then you got to watch Churchy all the full season as a date. Sit there, get BET Plus, watch all 10 episodes. And if you don't want to do that, on September 10th, y'all sit together and watch The Hospital. Linear, and look at them and say, "Do you think that was funny? What do you think about that?" Okay, these are the only first dates that matter. You're welcome. Yes, that was promo. Y'all not gonna watch if I just throw a flyer up there. Y'all not gonna be like, oh, the comedy show. No, I got to trick you.
Oh snap, that's funny. The reason why I brought this up was because like I just read the caption. I thought it was interesting. I remember back in like 2016, 2017, there was this thing on Twitter that just started. And it was like women talking about, oh yeah, I say this dude is free food. I hate when free food be tripping when I be texting them and stuff like that. And it was like a whole thing. Like, it was just like, dude, save this free food. That made me so paranoid. Bro, what? For any girl that like suggested like we eat some, I was like, God, you sure you don't want to go to the museum? You sure you don't want to go for a walk? And it's like, I want to eat. And I was like, I never want to be saved as free food. So I'm not gonna lie. I understand where this dude is coming from. That was 10 years ago. I'm a bit more mature now. If you want to go eat, we go eat. First, now if the only thing we do is eat, that's you all right. I might just be free food at that point. But first date, it is what it is, twin. It is what it is, little gang. I understand what he was saying. He was saying do something that's cost efficient, and that makes sense. But like Kev said, there's no perfect first date. It really just depends on the person and their interests. Because some people are into art, so they might want a museum for their first date. Some people are into the performance arts. A perfect first date to them might be like a play and I don't know, something else. Some people might be into culinary arts. In that case, you kind of have to go get something to eat. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just things, all types of different things. Dang it. My charger fell out. I need to charge it. All right, with that being said, it's been over an hour. Amani McGee Stafford says something. Okay, I had 3 more videos and that's it. I had something else, but I ain't about to do that. I ain't gonna hold you. We gonna enjoy this Labor Day, man, and get to it. Amani McGee Stafford. Oh, I think she's just Amani McGee now. I'm sorry. She used to be Amani McGee Stafford when she was married. She's not married anymore. Former W player.
Y'all want to hear a funny story, guys? I can talk about it now because, like, I'm saying I can talk about it now like it was 12 hours ago. Because I'm not crying no more. But I got back. I got a call to get back in the WNBA. Mind you, this is the second time it's happened. Because in 2022, Minnesota called me right before playoffs. And then the league was like, oh, we can't clear her. Right? So I got to the airport, got to get on a flight. And they was like, nah, we can't do it. Cool bet. Last night, I get a call to be a hardship player. And we're doing it. Like, niggas is hype. My agent like, oh, we going. We got to, you feel me? Because, yeah, right? I get a call back an hour later, like, actually, the league said because of prioritization, you can't play this season. Like, if it's beef, just say that. Like, if it's beef for real, like, if me and the W really got beef for real, like, cause, so you don't understand, prioritization says that if you're playing overseas and the W starts, you gotta be like, nah, fam, it's dead.
The
like,
Gabby Williams joint.
The W starting, they might call me. I gotta be available, right? That's what prioritization says. If you're a player that's played for longer than 3 years, I will be in year 5. So cool. This year I got back from China in like February, March. I was at the crib for about a month and a half. Called all 13 WBA teams. Them niggas wasn't fucking with me, right? And so I'm like, bet I'm not finna stay at the crib because last year when I got back from China, I turned down like 25 bands to stay at the crib because I'm like, the league might call. Oh my God. And then the niggas didn't call. And you know what? I had bills. So this year I'm like, bro, they not fucking with me. I'm not finna wait around for these niggas to fuck with me because they don't fuck with me. Everybody made it clear like we don't want a vet that's been out the league for 5 years. Like,
let me go to the second part.
This year I got back from China in like February, March. I was at the crib for about a month and a half. Called all 13 WBA teams. Them niggas wasn't fucking with me, right? And so I'm like, bet I'm not finna stay at the crib because last year when I got back from China, I turned down like 25 bands to stay at the crib because I'm like, the league might call. Oh my God. And then the niggas didn't call. And you know what? I had bills. So this year I'm like, bro, they not fucking with me. I'm not finna wait around for these niggas to fuck with me because they don't fuck with me. Everybody made it clear like we don't want a vet that's been out the league for 5 years. Like we don't want to spend the bread on a vet. We'll spend the bread on a young kid. I get it. Like financially speaking, I completely understand. It wasn't like, you feel me? On the coaches and the GM side, it wasn't like a money thing. I mean, it might have been, but for the most part, it wasn't, right? But they basically told me, even though I've been out the league for 5 years, that I was supposed to wait around yet another year and hope these niggas called me instead of going to get some bread. And like, obviously the language is meant to speak about vets that are returning, even though they're unsigned, but vets that are returning after playing the league for a year, playing in a league the preceding season. But there is no language in the CBA about that. So very much this one little paragraph can be widely construed. So anyway, that's my spiel. I was almost back in the league for like 30 minutes, guys. The best part about it is I literally would have been available for like 5 games because that's all that's left in the regular season is 5 games. So maybe a week and a half if I made it out of my first 7-day contract. So yeah, my agent was like, bro, you literally have the worst luck in the world. I'm Lemony Snicket.
It is kind of funny. She do kind of sound like JaVale McGee. She sound like her brother. She look like him too. But yeah, it's a good what you call. It's a good explanation. And shouts out to Reba for posting this and stuff. One of these players should stick around, quote unquote, just in case a team might be interested as well. Request 100%. People have families and bills, just like Imani said, 100%. That's pretty much it. Squad for life. Oh, that's Asia, Jewel, Jackie, and Chelsea. Is Jewel scoring more than like 3 points a game?
I want to hear a funny story, guys.
No. How much Jewel averaging? Let me see. Jewel had 14 points in the game against Atlanta. I remember she hit a big 3 at the end of the comeback. She's averaging 11 points per game, bro. Let me go to the game log. So, okay, 14, 2, 8, 5, 7. And then that 7, I remember she hit a big 3 in that one. She hit a couple big shots in this one too. We'll see what happens in the playoffs, but Joel, you know what you got to do. I ain't even got to tell you. LaRussell.
Little baby.
Uh-oh. Hold on now. I'm going to click on
Drake, Raw Wave. Them niggas was independent, bro.
They wouldn't be making it if they was indie though. As an independent, the marketing dollars that went into them that allowed them to make that is what's created that swell. And that's what niggas. Drake wouldn't be Drake if he was indie. That's multi-millions of marketing budget that went into that.
Same with Lil Baby.
You see a lot of artists that be like, they pop their indie shit, but it's like after they leave major situations, and it's like if you don't spend the same, that shit completely changed. That marketing is completely different, but they can now stand on their own, but it's still dramatically different. And that's why a lot of people don't fully understand or comprehend when they like, yeah, nigga, I could be indie because you successful. And it's like, nah, nigga, I spend 6 figures a month to market and advertise and shit. Still got to treat this shit like a major motion.
If Lil Baby, Drake,
6 figures a month. Shout out to the Pac-Man for sure. Shout out to LaRussell. He spent 6 figures a month on marketing. He said he's finally charging for his worth on this tour. I wonder how much it is. This is a huge deal for me because I lost money on shows, building a brand and community. I've allowed people to pay me practically for whatever for the last 4 years. This is the first time I truly asked for my worth. My next backyard show is sold out and only generated $12K in revenue. It cost me $20K plus to throw those shows, live band, full choir, full production, free food, kids activities, all free. I've lost on every backyard show monetarily, but I won in the community. The guests I bring out don't do me favors. I pay them their fee. Oh my gosh, very few have done it off the love. I take the monetary loss and give it to my community and experience they usually don't get at a price they don't get to pay nowhere else. I deserve this win wholeheartedly, 100%. So how much is the show? How much is the show? Because him tweeting that we just sold out 2 shows in 48 hours. $1,000 a ticket. History in real time. Oh, snap. He been charging $1,000? Dang. 3 tickets left. Another one sold out in 24 hours. I will not be adding any more. What a journey. Matinee showed the $1,000 backyard experience. Oh, so he's doing the $1,000 shows. And he's selling 100 tickets. Oh, that's a... Don't even look at that. I thought that was a comment. My bad. We made the national news. That's crazy. If you're a good person, I'm sorry, but money makes you a better friend, better partner, and better sibling. If you're a good person, if not, it makes you a worse version of all of these. Dang, that's crazy.
What's dope? Hey, you know what's dope about this shit too? It's like no 2 shows are the same. So the matinee show gonna be different from the later show. You know, they're still in essence the same and going through the journey, but every show is different energy, different people, different questions, different everything. Like just the spirit gonna be different. Hey, you know what's dope?
Yo, this man LaRussell posts like 80 of these like vertical videos every day, bro. Like it's impossible to ignore him, dog. He is everywhere, dude. And you see it. But yeah. The $1,000 show. I saw this. I did see this where you have the intimate unplugged concert discussing the journey to fame, lifetime access to all future shows. Lifetime access to all future shows. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like you get into every show after this for $1,000? Live Q&A with the fans, dinner with the artists. Dinner is crazy. Royalties and the live album is crazy. Equity in the dog sale. Oh, that's an easy $1,000. A visit to my childhood home, a vinyl album, a personal thank you call. $1,000? I'm doing that. I ain't gonna lie. Because it's a business move. 40 tickets left in the matinee, all going on one day. The last backyard show of 2025. But shouts out to LaRussell. He brought out Larizi last year and stuff like that. Like salutes him on that. I told Larizi after we did our interview, I was like, dang, I didn't bring up LaRussell. Oh yeah, free smoothies today in Vallejo till they run out. Sunshine smoothies, that's fire. This man just gives back, dude. Just a good person, man. But yeah. I told LaRussell afterwards, I was like, bro, I didn't bring up Larizi. I said we didn't bring up LaRussell. He said, the GOAT. And that was it. Never brought him up. LaRussell really cool. He do whatever he want to do, but he supports out of his community. He isn't selfish. He really shares platform. He shows love, man. A lot of y'all liking that. Shout out to Storm. Shout out to Storm for real. He pop for real. They not like us. They not like. All right. When I start drifting off, I know it's time to move on to the next thing and shut this thing down. This is the last thing, and then we shutting it down.
Hesitating making
Wisdom K made an 8-minute video thing about how fame has affected his life.
this video because honestly, I just don't even know if I should talk about it, but it's just been weighing on me for so long. Like I really have been unable to leave my house in peace or do anything without feeling so tense. Like every time I step foot outside, like I think I'm getting to a point with, social media and
friend of the channel, by the way,
fame and being recognized where it's generally so overwhelming that it's starting to scare me. Like I can't do anything normal anymore. And I feel like I should have known this for a while, but I'm just such a regular person at my core that I want to just walk around and do things, especially with my friends. But it's like, I can't do it anymore. Like every time I go out, I'm always seen and I'm always aware that I'm being perceived because I see it. Like people do things where, they look at me, they look at their friend, they look at me and they gasp, they look at me and they draw drops or they fucking yell at me from across the street and they whatever. And there's so many things that happen where now I'm just like, it's made me so, I think it just made me so anxious when I go outside. Like I don't know. It's like, and the thing is that a lot of people lose all sense of boundaries. That's the main one. Like people will grab me and touch me to try to stop me when I'm walking. And it's like even tonight I was walking and this one girl was just like, oh my God, obviously I'm walking by and she's like, oh my God, it's Wisdom K. And I'm just like walking with my friends and just, minding my business. And, I hear all that stuff, and she comes up to me and she's like right here, but she like grabs me. And out of instinct, the first thing I do was just look at my arm because I was just like grabbed. And I think she kind of knew that was a little bit crazy because she immediately was like, oh, sorry. And then just said that I just wanted to say that she just wanted to say that like, oh, I like your stuff and, I like your videos, whatever. And I said, thank you so much. Have a good night, all those things. But like people, especially when people yell at me from across the street, it's like that's the one that blows my mind the most because now everyone's looking at me like people. I've been walking down and people will be in cars like, I love you, Wisdom. And then like, that's cute. And I'm like, hi, but now everyone else is looking at me. And it's just like, I don't know. And I know people do things because it's out of appreciation. But I think a lot of the times, I think I'm learning like some people really like attention. And I'm just not that kind of person. I think I really, really do not do good with attention and fame and all of that stuff. And it's like, I can't even go grocery shopping. I tried to go grocery shopping the other day and I quickly remembered why I don't do this. Like I thought, I'll just go grocery shopping. And then like, as soon as I walk in, everyone at the store, recognize me. And it's not like it's not even like they freaked out, but I knew that they did because there's behaviors that people have that unfortunately I've noticed every behavior under the book now. But it's like people will it'll be reactions like this, like, or they'll tap the friend, or they'll just be like, there's always something. And I notice it. And when I notice it, immediately I'm just like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I already know I can't, this is not going to be a regular experience. And like, sometimes when I try to do regular things and like, especially people who may work at a place or whatever, try to like have a moment with me. It's even, I don't know. It's sometimes it's like the boundary crossing, especially has made it difficult for me to embrace people who approach respectfully, which sucks the most because I'm just already so tense and so anxious. And it's so tricky. Like I was at this thing in Paris where my friend, with my friends, it was a music festival. And oh my God, I couldn't even enjoy it with them because every step I took, it was something. Maybe I was being touched or I was being yelled at or, somebody wanted a photo and nothing wrong with wanting a photo and those things. But like when those things happen, like every 20 seconds, oh my God, even like people wanting to dap me up or shake my hand. And it's like on paper, that's not a bad thing. But could you imagine having to dap up like 20 people every like 5 minutes? Like I'm going to get COVID-20. And I think about things like that. And my friend, he literally offered to be my bodyguard. And I had peace of mind for a little bit. And it started to make me realize why people have bodyguards. It's not because they're scared of getting robbed. Maybe it is, but it's literally just because of like peace of mind because somebody else can tell you no, can tell people no. And I don't like saying no to people because I want to say yes to everyone and I want to take a photo with everyone. And like sometimes I'll have moments where people are like, oh, can I take a photo with you? And they can tell that I don't want to, but it's because I'm so anxious and I'm so overwhelmed and off put. But I'll say yes. And then they're like, wait, you don't have to say yes because they can tell I don't want to. But then I'm like, wait, fuck, I just said yes, let's take the photo. And it's like, I don't know, dude. This shit is just so overwhelming to me. And I think the thing is like, people see me in a way I don't see myself. I don't see myself the same way people see me. People see me as this larger than life figure. People see me as the way people react to me. Sometimes you think I'm the second coming of Christ. Like people will stop in place and just be like, oh my, like freak out or whatever. And I've tried every strat under the book. Like I've done fake phone calls. I've done it all. It doesn't work. This one time I tried doing a fake phone call and I while walking, and this person was still just coming after me. Like and then I was like, all right, let me up it. And I pretend like I was pissed on the phone. I was like, no, you don't get to fucking do that. And this person was still just like, excuse me. Hi, sorry. Excuse me. And I'm like having the most passionate fake phone call of all time. And I'm literally expressing that I'm so angry and upset. And this person just kept on being like, hi, sorry. And it didn't work. It just didn't work. And I know it seems extra that I did that instead of just like talking to the person. But it's like, it's hard to explain how anxiety inducing it is sometimes just being perceived when you're just trying to do something like simple or like I don't know, like I sometimes I try to like maintain normalcy in my life and it's just not possible anymore, which kind of is a bummer. And I mean like look, I mean like I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining because I fully believe no matter what you do in life you can complain, whether you are famous and make $1 billion gajillion or you're not. Like you can complain. The moment you start telling people who can and cannot complain and policing people who can and cannot complain, that's when you start stripping people of their humanity, because no matter what you're doing, you in life or where you are in life, you will have bad things. You have ups, you have downs, you have things to complain about, you have things to be proud about or to praise, whatever. You have your privileges. I think what's important is that you understand your privileges in life and the things that you're gifted and that you're gracious of those things, but you have every right to still be like, oh my God, like this is still a thing or an issue or whatever. Some people seem to think fame is a great thing as well, which it's really not an amazing thing. And it's like, you know, in moments where I'm like, when I'm in Paris and there's a show and there's like fans screaming my name outside, like that's fine. Like I'm always like, hey guys, like what's up? I'm always down to take a photo and whatever. But it's like my regular day, I can't do anything anymore. And it's such a bummer, but I guess it comes with the territory. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do though. I guess I just have to start fucking moving different, whatever the fuck that even means. I don't know. I always make exceptions for like children and really shy people when I can tell they're just like super timid. I'll always try to like break out of my shell for them because I like get it. You know, like I get it. You're shy. I'm like really anxious or whatever. Like I understand. And then with kids, it's their kids. You know, like I always want to make an exception. But it's even that's getting so hard for me to do. Like, you know, sometimes nowadays I just have to walk and pretend like I don't hear people yelling my name or calling my name because I just can't do it. Like you can't clock out. That's the thing. When do I clock out? You know, because I put my phone down and I'm here now. I mean, here in this, but everyone is still here, you know, while also being here. And it's like, I'm always on shift. I'm always on shift. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I guess I'll just.
I don't agree with that part. Like if you're at your house and you put the phone, you can be off. Is when you step outside, you're no longer you're never off when you're outside or on your phone. Like I get that.
Just fucking deal with it. Like I have to fucking deal with it, honestly. Do they do coaching? Hey, do they do coaching classes for this? Are there like classes on how to deal with this shit or how to like do it? I don't know. I still love you guys though, for sure. Like my life I wouldn't trade this. You know, I fully, all the privileges I have, it's the trade-off. Every job has its good things and its bad things. It's a trade-off. And it's very mentally tasking and draining, but it's a trade-off. And it's just what I have to deal with, which is fine. But yeah.
That's crazy. I was watching Ben the Don's stream replay of him at the Rod Wave show with Drewski, and like it was crazy because he was nice to everybody. He's like, hey, Ben, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah, sure. And then he was taking a couple, and then it just got like, Ben, picture. And he had to cut it off. Like, bro was taking pictures 15 minutes in a row because everybody in the area came down, walked down the stands and everything like that, asking for a picture. It was crazy. This is why Michael Jackson started to wear full-on facial prosthetics. I won't be surprised if Bay starts too. I bet it makes him feel like an animal at an exhibit. It's too much, 100%. It would be such a heartache to be famous. Yeah. When I saw that Ben stream, I was like, oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not famous, bro. Like that's crazy. The fans are out of control with their foolishness. The fans be sneaking into houses and swarming you in public like a bunch of zombies. I would be so rude, allegedly. I would be so rude. That's funny. I've said this all the time. Y'all can keep the fame. Just give me the money. I don't know if there's not many places where you can get that trade-off. Like I feel the same way. I do think social media though is a bit better fame. Like today's fame is a bit better because everything is so niche. Like you could be famous and popular among like Black people who use Facebook, and you can go out and most people won't even, you know what I'm saying, know you. Like, but if you are, say, Country Wayne, I think Country Wayne, when he was just doing skits as Drip, I think Country Wayne could still go to like a white neighborhood and go shop at Whole Foods. Now that Country Wayne is on Netflix and he was on Club Shay Shay, he can't do nothing. He can't go anywhere without I remember Tony Snow told me that. He was like, I can't go anywhere. I get stopped at fishing shops, Walmart, anywhere I go nowadays. And it's just gonna keep getting more and more from him the more he drops. New Tony Snow album, by the way, in a couple weeks. I think September 12th, and it's September 1st right now, so that's like 2 weeks. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Dealing with like when people try to say like from my hometown or something, or like my mom's hometown, like I'm famous, I immediately say no, because like I can go to the store. I could go to Walmart. I could go grocery shop. I remember I was talking to somebody. I don't want to out them, right? I was talking to somebody who is kind of on their way, you know what I'm saying? On their way to being really, really famous. And they're just kind of famous right now. And these two like girls walked by us. And I thought I knew one of the girls. So I said, hey. And they kind of like looked the other way. I said, how y'all doing? They said, fine. And they didn't give us eye contact and they walked or whatever by. And the person was like, you see how they just walked past us? Like they ain't just walked past two goats. And I was just like, I'm thankful for that, bro. Like, because I don't know, man. If and when when stuff ever gets crazy to the point of like that, like I don't know. I just know I'm gonna be like, dang, I miss when I could just go here. I miss when I could just do that. I miss when I could just do that, and not get asked for a picture or not get asked to get a job. Like, cause I get asked for a lot, bro. Especially like at my last job where it was like a cool job, quote unquote. Everybody was asking me for something, dog. People was asking me for money. People was asking for a job. People was asking for a recommendation. People was asking for an interview. People was asking for it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that was like the closest that I felt to like a national level of fame. And then of course I've had local fame before working at like local outlets and stuff. Just people I didn't know coming up to me talking about my stories. And I was like, what the heck? Now I get people every now and again say what's up. People look at me. I get a lot of people looking at me and recognizing me and not realizing what they recognize me from. And they're like, I know you. I've seen you before. And I was like, I do you too. And they're like, oh, yeah. I think I've seen one of your things. Or they might have seen me at like, it's weird. It's a very, very low level of fame. But even that level is weird. So, but I can still live. You know what I'm saying? So like, I enjoy just talking to famous people as my job as opposed to being the said famous person. Because I talk to famous people and they're just normal folks. Like you just have a conversation. Oh, how's the kids? How's this? How's that? Well, what's going on with your job? What's coming up next? What you got going? Okay, nice meeting you. All right. You shake hands, you depart, you walk outside. I remember covering Deion Sanders is the one that I think about first with this scene. Covering Deion Sanders at Jackson State. It's like we got to a place where, you know, the first couple times it was like, oh, snap. You know, you kind of got to get over it. And then I saw him so often and we talked so often that it was normal. And that's why he wanted like the same media around him and stuff like that. Everything. Like he's very strategic in all the placing. So, you know, I get used to do because I'm talking to him and seeing him 3-4 times a week. We get to game days, you do the post-game press conference. It's like your 4th time talking to him that week. He knows who you are. He knows your name, everything like that. Y'all talk. He knows about your situation. Like he knows I'm from Atlanta, this and that. So we walk out, you know, I'm going back to the press box to write my stories for post-game. He's walking out to go home, go get in this car and go home. He gets out. We're walking the same place. They see him. It was quiet. Just 5 minutes ago, we was just talking. Go about our ways. I'm going to do my job. He's going home. He's finished his job. That was the last part of his job for the day. We're walking out. It's quiet. It's quiet in the tunnel. As soon as we see people, he's walking over to him slowly, you know, kind of limping or whatever. And he's signing all the people's stuff. He's signing jerseys, posters, footballs, taking pictures, kissing babies, all that. And that jump was just so weird to me because it was just like, bro, it feel like a normal person. And I remember telling someone that, and they was like, that's hard to believe that you think that he's just a regular person, like by the way he acts and carries himself. And I was like, bro, I talk to this dude all I was talking to him more. I was talking to my dad, bro. I was interacting with him 4 times a week. So I don't know. Fame is a weird thing for sure. So and I say that to also say, I'm glad that I'm the person that just talks to famous people instead of being the famous person, because fame is a lot. People will hate me. Like, don't you see I'm with my family now? That's funny. Never mind even that. I don't feel like it's my number one thing. I don't want to take a picture, get away from me. Ella, girl, no shade, but who is this? Ah, that's funny. Who is this name? Multiple people asking. The question says you're not into fashion. Dang. Shout out to Mel from Clayco. No shade, but who is this? A fashion influencer who thinks he's bigger than he is? That's not the case. Let me go see and see if it's Fashion's Tea. I never even seen him. Question number 1. Thank God someone else asked this question. You my people, because I was wondering the same thing. Here's the thing. So people who you think aren't that big of a deal, it's always amplified. Like, okay, no shade. You know, I'm not throwing nobody on the bus. I'm just giving an example. Jacquees, right? You would think like Jacquees is like right on Twitter in a comment section. They'll be talking about, man, girl, we thought we was gonna see Chris Brown. It ended up just being Jacquees there. It wasn't nobody there but Jacquees. If you're walking or going somewhere with Jacquees, it's literally Jacquees. Like people who you consider everyday people or less famous than what you think they are just more famous in real life. Like social media people, like baddies girls. And this is something I had to learn, like just interviewing a bunch of people talking about, yeah, people stop me and they see me on the street. I'm like, really? Like, I barely know who you are. Like, I only know who you are through like passing and stuff. But there's a lot of people on earth. So a lot of people recognize folks, bro. It just is what it is. That's how it is. People hate being famous, but won't stop doing what's making them famous because it's his job. Sounds like he needs to see a therapist. Yeah, that's good. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one. I remember one time, boy, I have some stories. I was talking to, I ain't even gonna do that. Touching people is so disrespectful. Keep your hands to yourself. I don't even touch people on photos. Like someone touched me in a photo one time. I was taking a photo with them, you know, not vice versa. And they put their hand around my waist. So I was like, I usually don't do this, especially because it was a woman. So I was like, I just put my hand around their shoulder, and then they stuck out the peace sign, I guess, to show like, oh, friends. So I just put the peace sign over their shoulder. And I say that to say like touching people is weird, bro. I don't do it. I don't assume that I could touch somebody's hand or something like that. I get boundaries in personal space. I just don't think a person who couldn't handle attention without being perceived. That is funny. Okay, this is a totally normal fit that you could fit in with. Now, this one being perceived, yeah, you stand out with that. But this was like the Met Gala. Okay, yeah. This is just a random day in New York. Only one person who can master fame to the core is Rihanna. She's so good at it. You don't know these people. Child, who is this? What happened to a little smile or wave? Like, why are people touching folks? Because they like, you lose your mind, bro. Especially if you don't see famous people like that. If you don't see famous people like that, you don't be thinking. Like, it just all goes out the window. If I look at the history of pop culture, there are people who happen to be famous because of their skills, and there are people who want to be famous because they are bored and need coins. At the end of the day, one who is raised to fame organically is going to win in the longevity game. I still have my dreams, and I will not care who thinks I'm mean, because the real fans and supporters won't act that way. It's the others that don't do that. Miserable people at home with nothing to do but hate on people who went out their way and made their life wanted it to be. Zoe Spencer was talking about this, where she was like taking pictures and stuff on the stream. She was out in public at Morgan State University, and she was saying like she heard someone say, ask what her name was before they took a picture with her. Like, that's another thing you have to deal with, of like people just see other people taking you, so they want to know who you are and stuff. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, bro. It's a weird thing, and I'm glad I'm not famous. Like, I'm glad I could just be normal. So when people try to say I'm famous, nope, not famous at all, bro. I'm normal, dude. All right. Anyways, that's it for the stream tonight. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Goodness gracious. Y'all take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all tomorrow, because I'm here each and every single day live on the channel. If you're new to the channel, This is the road to 10K subs. My name is Rashad Milligan. I appreciate who came on the channel this week, man. Who came on the channel this week? Let me shout them out. I appreciate Jimmy Hill. Of course, James Artisan, Lareezy. And then the old stuff, Ryan Howard via the Atlanta Dream, Michael Vick, Ronnie 2K, Gina Views, and DJ Head for coming on the channel, making appearances on the channel this week. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all subscribe to see more. This thing ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep it rolling. You know what I mean? I want to get Angela Davis on the channel. I want to get Angela Davis on the channel. I want to get the Jackson family on the channel. I want to get the Jacksons on here. Who else I want to get on here? Those are just two names off top I like to get on here. Ruby Bridges. I still want Ruby Bridges, even though she charges for interviews. Maybe I could finesse a free one. I don't know. We'll see. Who else I want to get on here? That's it right now. Donald Glover, of course, always. I do kind of want to get 7th Streeter on here at some point. I feel like that's kind of, we should do that. So, but yeah, that's it. Let me get out of here. Peace. Oh, I ain't even do my sign off. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whenever you're watching this. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Please take care of yourselves and have a good Labor Day.
Rashad, why you
anyway.
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.